Today we are here to talk about losing weight and maintaining a healthy diet for our body. So we would like to make sure that everyone gets this message and stays aware of unnecessary intake diets and chooses carefully and cautiously the diets that are beneficial to the body. For obese or overweight people, this sounds like a challenge or a miracle, but we are here to let you know that it is not. So everything starts working when you take the first step. Sometimes you don't need medical professionals to always tell you what you can do, but you can just discipline yourself to get things done. Let's first ask this question: how do people gain weight or get obese? An answer to this question is part of the solution. So now if you know the answer, it will be much easier for you to get the solution that you need before we come in with our own experience. So many people are struggling with this. Some are seeking medical professionals, others professional weight loss or professional trainers, and so on. But for us, this relates to the question that we asked earlier, which is the main key to the problem, meaning knowing the root causes of your obesity. Whether it is familial, genes meaning you inherited your grandfather's or your father's genes, or it just happened through food, or some organs just misbehaving and causing this to happen. If you can figure out all these causes that we just mentioned above, it is easy to get a solution to this problem. So we mentioned unnecessary intake diets earlier because it is the relaying point for all major treatment, which needs to be considered a key to the process. So being aware of all this that we mentioned and making sure that your intake diets are well controlled and balanced, you'll be doing a very good job in succeeding with weight loss without any intervention from a professional whatsoever. We would like to remind you to pay attention to your body if you feel that something is unusual. In some cases of these issues, we found out that some of the people that are obese are in a self-made situation, having easy access to food, refusing to exercise, etc. With this being said, just try to control what goes in your mouths to avoid such things from happening. Hello, Mr. Jack. How are things going for you today? We are here to discuss weight loss and eating a nutritious diet for our bodies. Losing weight is a difficult or miraculous task for the average person, but with the right mindset and support, it can become a manageable journey. Let's explore some practical strategies and tips that can help you achieve your goals and maintain a healthier lifestyle. One effective strategy is to set realistic and achievable goals that focus on gradual progress rather than quick fixes. Additionally, surrounding yourself with a supportive community can provide motivation and encouragement along the way. Another key element is to regularly track your progress, as this helps to keep you accountable and allows you to celebrate small victories. By embracing a positive attitude and being open to adjusting your approach, you can navigate challenges more effectively and stay committed to your path. This approach not only fosters resilience, but also enhances your overall well-being. As you continue on this journey, remember that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your desired outcomes.
Speaking of what goes in your mouth, we would like to make it clear that it's all about a very well-balanced diet, with the required carbohydrates, proteins, fats, mineral salts and vitamins for a very well-functioning body system. Yes, we said it clearly, a very well-balanced diet. But here is the tricky part of it, because some of you might get confused, so we need to explain clearly for a better understanding. But this might require us to get deeper into a biological lesson and require us to use some scientific words, which we've been trying to avoid so far, but we have to find a way to explain this clearly. So there are about 20 essential elements needed by the body, and these are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, sodium, calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron, manganese, zinc, boron, copper, molybdenum, nickel, chlorine, fluorine, and iodine. So 14 of these elements are needed by human beings, and about 7 of them are needed in large quantities by the body, and these are the macronutrients. Calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. And those needed in smaller quantities by the body are iron, manganese, copper, iodine, cobalt, zinc, and fluorine. These are called micronutrients, so please don't be intimidated by all these names. Just know that macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins and fats, and these are needed in large quantities by the body because they are the main source for energy, growth, repair, body function, and the entire system. So your daily activities rely on these three elements we have mentioned above. We hope you understand why this is needed in large quantity by the body. The second one is micronutrients are vitamins and minerals required by the body for optimal health, growth, development, metabolism, hormone production, immune system, etc. So here you have to understand that there is no energy requirement from this nutrients, reason why they are not required in large quantities by activities relay on these three elements we have mentioned above. We hope you understand why this is needed in large quantity by the body. The second one is micronutrients are vitamins and minerals required by the body for optimal health, growth, development, metabolism, hormone production, immune system, etc. So here you have to understand that there is no energy requirement from this nutrients, reason why they are not required in large quantities by the body. Now that you know the two major nutrients and its activities the body need to remain healthy and active, we can now go back to a well-balanced diet, because many of you are making mistakes and some have been lied to by these so-called professionals, specialists on social media, etc. Only to find out that you've been taken advantage of. As we saying, the mistakes which many of you peoples are making is think that to balance a diet is to mix the foods or equalize the mixed food, which is a good thing to do by the way, but is it a well-balanced diet? The answer is no. Remember that we did mention two types of nutrients that are essential. By following their functions, you are on the right path rather than just having numbers of different foods that are not meeting the standards of the required nutrients. So the combination of the two nutrients is the well-balanced diet. So if you are struggling with obesity or trying to lose weight, you have to put all this into consideration, like we said earlier, to first know the sources of what you are struggling with and know your weak points, including exercises. Then comes the diet in the last position, so by providing the community this, we can only hope that this helps where it can, because we know for sure that many people do not have medical aids or professional trainers and also cannot afford weight loss professionals, but here are some free tips that will revive you with confidence again. With that being said, stay safe and be healthy. Thank you.